It doesn't matter how experienced you are as a teacher, in our fast-paced, jam-packed school terms, you will have a bad day. You may even have a bad week, and you need to be kind to yourself. We all experienced it. We've all had that bad lesson, that where our work's not going right, and where we're really hard on ourselves as educators. And we need to look at how to bring the joy back into our role when this happens. My name is Rachel Hardman, and this is Passion About Music Education, and this is a channel dedicated to music education and to helping teachers with stress management, regardless of how long you've been teaching. I wanted to jump on today and talk to you about how you can bring the joy back into your program, into your teaching on those flat days, on those flat weeks. Last week for me, and I've been teaching for a very long time, I really struggled. I was exhausted. I just felt frustrated with how the term was going, how the restrictions were impacting teaching and learning. I didn't feel I was being a music educator that I'm used to. I'm not allowed to teach in my room at the moment, so I'm trying to reinvent the curriculum to work in a maths classroom. And I just felt really flat every day. And it was a real challenge, even though I've been teaching for 25 years, to keep positive and to keep that sort of negative energy out of the classroom and out of my practice. How did I manage to do that? What did I first start to do? Well, firstly, I really dug deep into all my stress management tips and techniques that I've been sharing on this channel. So first of all, I'd recommend you check out the video on pies, which is physical, intellectual, emotional, and spiritual self-care. So for me last week, I did a lot of journaling, I did more meditation, I really forced myself to eat more healthily, drink water, to go to bed earlier, and to cope with the fact that I was feeling all this sort of stress and negativity, not just like with the situation, with where we are in the term, and just not being able to be the music educator that I am proud to be. I feel that I'm not being the best I can be, which I appreciate. That is really a challenge for all of us in what is a very difficult time and all the restrictions, but that doesn't stop you still wanting to do a good job for the children and to do a good job in ensuring that music is valued and supported and encouraged in education. So I dug deep into all the self-care. In fact, I upped my self-care when I came home from work, because I knew I needed to do that, because I could feel myself in that negative mindset. So if you are in a negative mindset, or you're really struggling, you're feeling flat, first of all, dig into the self-care, because if you don't feel well, nothing around you is going to help you particularly. So after I did all my self-care, I really took the time to look at the achievements from last week and what were the small wins. And when you really start to look at them, there is a lot of wins that we have every single day that we can miss. And we generally don't give ourselves enough credit for all the wins. We actually maybe have big goals, or we want our students to pass their exams, or we do that big concert, but we're not looking at the daily wins, the wins with our students and their successes, but also the successes of ourselves. So we need to do that. So I want to share my tips on how you can look for opportunities to move away from feeling flat and negative about yourself, your teaching practice, and how you can bring that joy back in. So first of all, praise success. We have success every day. So, as I was marking lots of written work from the last couple of weeks, I was so impressed with some of the work that my students are doing, and how much progress they're making in reading music, understanding music, answering questions. It's easy to miss that if you're not tracking how your students are doing, and then praise them. Go in the classroom. This week I've been giving out, fun stickers. I know we have a school merit system and all these other, sort of reward policies, and you may have that in your school, but I just wanted to give them something instant where they could choose a really fun sticker that I got from the dollar store, and it was, well done, hey, wow, whoopee, you're a super student, and all that kind of stuff. And they were so happy because they had been recognised for good work. We all like to be recognised for good work and for doing our best, and we need to bring that joy back into the classroom as students. And look for those students who are succeeding. They're always there. And of course, then the second part is to share that success, not just with the students, but also with your colleagues, to share the successes with parents, to look for what you're doing in your practice that you're really pleased with and share that with your line manager. By sharing good work, achievements, the joy, having those positive conversations will make you feel much better and will help bring that sort of communication back into the school, a positive communication. And the final part is to, of course, internalize the successes of every day. If you've got your grade book up to date, that's an achievement. If you've been marking work and you've handed it back to students and given good feedback, that's an achievement. It doesn't have to be that huge, big celebration concert that we all love putting on, but it's such a huge goal and such a huge amount of work. Look at the everyday. Internalize the fact that you've found a strategy for teaching music in a maths classroom with no projector, no sound system, no laptop, and the students have still learnt music and have learnt more about pop history, or they've learnt more about how to read music, or the difference between Christmas carols and Christmas songs, that's sacred and secular music. There are so much good that you do every day, but we are not so good as educators at celebrating those everyday successes. By doing that, by looking for that, you will start to see that your work is valuable. It will help your identity and it will make you feel happier as an educator and part of the school life again. And it will bring back that joy for you. So the 3 ways to bring back joy if you're having a flat week, having a flat month, is to 1, praise success every opportunity you can. To share success of the students with their parents, your success with your colleagues, and to internalize your successes, to take credit for what you're doing really well. We all do stuff really well, but it's easy when we're so busy, when we're working at such a fast pace, to forget that. Hope this has been helpful, and I hope you find your joy again. It's really normal to have flat weeks. It doesn't matter how long you have been teaching. There will be times where you just have to, come out of that negative mindset, dig deep, look at what you're doing really well, because you are doing stuff really well, and to find the joy again. I'm Rachel Hardman. I hope you like this video. If you do, give it a like, share, comment, and I will see you again here on Passionate About Music Education.